faster, we're falling. We're stopping and stalling. We're running in circles again. Just as things were looking up, he said it wasn't good enough, but still we're trying one more time.
Horses. Currently stood in a field. She can't move. When she does try to move, she drags her back leg. So we're just waiting on the vet. Not happy, Bunny, are you? What you done? What she did was she fell in the field. It was quite a cold, frosty evening, and she went down, and unfortunately she broke her femur, which for those that don't know is like the equivalent of your thigh bone. Very painful, nothing they could do for her. It was absolutely horrific. This mare did not deserve to go that way. However, I try and think of it this way. She was with her friends in the field having a run around. Her best thing. She loved being out there with them girls, especially her buddy Apple. But I do wish that she got to retire properly, shall we say, and have that downtime in the field with her buddies where she wasn't being ridden. I had already started to think about winding her down. My goal with her that year, she died in 2023 in January. My goal was to go and do an advanced at Astonley Walls with her. The dressage was never good, but I thought, you know what, let's just go and do it. I can trot the flying changes because we never did them because of how she was put together, bless her. They were never the easiest things in the world. She struggled in the field on her own doing them. But yeah, I wanted to go and do Aston's Advanced, just to say I'd done one, just to jump around at an advanced course. Because obviously, as you can see from this footage, this is me with the wonderful Caroline Moore, who unfortunately passed away also earlier this year. Absolutely gutted not to have her with us now, but I'm very fortunate to have these videos. I'd forgotten all about these hat cam vids. Aren't they just fantastic? And you can see exactly what I was having to deal with and the lines we're taking. It's just brilliant, all that.
I did, yeah.
That stuff you don't really think about too often. It wasn't until I went to Caroline that I started thinking about where I'm going to jump a fence, you know, and do I need to be left of centre, right of centre, to give myself more room, as she's doing here with us. But yeah, Athena was absolutely mega, guys. I actually got Athena from my auntie Penny Wallace. Some of you might know her name. She does breed event horses. She bred Athena. Athena was called Penco's Equity, which some of you know Penco's Crown Jewel, who Ros Cantor had and took to 5-star. And also Lordship's Graffalo, who's currently out there making history. He's literally just won Burghley for the second time. He's won badminton twice and Burghley twice. He's got gold medals. He did the Olympics, Europeans, you name it, with Ros. He's a horse of a lifetime.
Okay.
And,
go over there.
you know, making history. So, yeah, I actually got Athena from her. Obviously prior to her breeding horses like that, because do you think I could afford one now? No, that's why I now have my Archie boy, my little ex-racer. And you know what, I wouldn't change him for the world. But how lucky was I to have a mare like Athena? Now, when I went to see Athena, I was actually going to get another horse, Athena's field mate, that my auntie had offered me on loan. Neither of them had done anything. But on my way down, she said that the mare had got colic and I had to turn back. So she gave me the option of another mare or Athena. And I said, oh, I'll take Athena. She was back to the 4-year-old and then left, and she was just rising 7 and had just been in a field. So I took her from a field ornament and we did trailblazer dressage. I did some British show jumping, trailblazer show jumping. We made it to the trailblazer finals. I did some BD with her. We got her to the Pet Plan regionals. We finished 9th at the regionals at Houghton Hall, which is no longer there. Well, it's probably there, but it's not used as it was. This is just one of the many exercises that we did with Caroline. Obviously heading towards springtime there, because we're outdoors. So I did a lot with Athena, and I lost my mum just a couple of months after getting Athena. And Athena was the horse that got me out of bed and made me crack on with life. And what an epic horse to do it on. She gave me my life back, she really did. And my mum would have absolutely loved her. She did meet her, but only the once, because she was too poorly. And she was looking at photos of her in the hospital, saying, you're going to have fun with that mare, she's going to do well for you, that filly. And she was absolutely right. My mum had a sixth sense, and she was right about this one. Here we are at Barracliff, doing lines just off my own back, like no instructor. What was that all about? Obviously, being with a horse 10 years and having the lessons I did, the confidence you install in one another is just insane. I mean, galloping along, look at the speed. Didn't care, but I knew that she was going to just go and jump them. Anyway, from field ornament, I took her through the grades. We started at 90 and unaffiliated over the affiliated track at Aston in the pouring rain, and we came 10th. Really pleased. I was really worried about this 90 corner that was under a tree, I remember that. Absolutely soaked through. Then the following year, that was like the October, then the following year I went and did Osby under BE and we came second, and I won a bridle. I was like, rather have cash, but there we go. And then my next outing, I went straight up to 100. I was at Norton Disney. And we went out, and I think we were like 12th or something. And then from there on, we were basically placed every time out in the top 10, in the 100s. And I carried on training with Caroline. She had me training at intermediate, ready for the... I was already training at novice while I was doing the 100s. So then I moved up to novice, and she was training me at intermediate level. Again, we were placed most times out in the novice, and we did the novice masters, which I've got a lovely plaque in the horse box. I think we were just out of the top 10 in that. Then somehow I went intermediate, and my first one was at Osby. And it was terrifying, but she did it. She was epic. We got round clear round our first intermediate cross-country track. She jumped an epic show jumping round as well. Thrilled. Obviously, our dressage was never our forte, so we were never in the prizes at that level, like we were the levels up till novice. But what an experience. And in total, I think we did 9 intermediates, and I just had 20 penalties on our record, and that was because of me, and that was one of the last ones at Osby, where I come flying round the corner and there's the fence. She just didn't see it, and we ran into it, and I was like, massive rider error. Still kicking myself about that, because that is the best ever dressage score I've had at intermediate level. I got a 32 in intermediate. I mean, I struggle to get that in an 80 these days, but yeah, intermediate 32, and I went and did that, and I only had 1 down show jumping, which had us right up there at the time. So yeah, still gutted about that, but I nearly fell off then. But what a horse she was, and I wanted to put this out there to show you all that you can go from field ornament to BE intermediate if you put the work in and you've got the horse with the right brain. She wasn't actually designed to jump the way she did. Caroline said that. She was long in the back, her shoulder sloped down. She should not have been able to jump the way she did. But this mare had heart, and she did it for me. She came into my life at a really, really tough time, losing my mum. I lost my gran just over a year later. And Athena was just my go-to.
We'll do that again.
So you can imagine how hard it was losing her. I've now got her in my living room. She is in a box. Her shoes are there. There's photos around her. My horse of a lifetime. She really, really was. And I know a lot of this that you're seeing is schooling and lessons, but I'm going to be honest with you. That's mainly what I did. I did do shows. Obviously, I went up to intermediate. I don't have a lot of it on my Mac, though. Again, this was all sort of prior to doing vlogging and things, so I didn't keep things on phones. And a lot of it's actually on video. That shows my age, doesn't it? I've got a lot of my stuff on video. I'll have to record it off the telly somehow. But these training sessions are when I probably jumped the biggest jumps I've ever jumped and the most technical. I was training at advanced level with Athena because Caroline always had you training at a level higher than what you were competing at, which is what I would tell everyone to do these days. But these are memories forever, and what a horse. If you want to see her competing, please go back and just look at some of the videos I've put on. There's Rockingham, there's Little Downham. They're the professional videos. But aren't we lucky to be able to get these professional videos now? And this is why I say, guys, buy the photos, buy the videos. You can't take money with you. You've just got the memories, and that's all I have of Athena now, with the memories. But I've got the videos and I've got the photos, and I get to share it. How lucky am I to be able to do that? So, I mean, look at her. Incredible feeling. Anyway, Athena, you really were a horse of a lifetime. Love you lots, always will. I miss you. And I hope you guys have enjoyed watching my awesome ponyo. Anyway, keep an eye out for Archie's next one, and we'll see you soon. Bye.